Today on Beyond Boundaries, on the heels of the 2012 presidential election, President Barack Obama and Governor Mitt Romney made a final frantic push throughout the country before Election Day. And the unprecedented damage and aftermath from Hurricane Sandy across Cuba has left the island country reeling with very little attention from the mainstream media. The Coptic Orthodox Church has chosen a new pope, Bishop Taha, to lead the Middle East's biggest Christian community following the passing of Pope Shenouda III. Welcome, I'm Yousef Taha. U.S. President Barack Obama and his Republican challenger Mitt Romney made an incredible push throughout the battleground states this week, with their final days of campaigning coming to an end. Prior to the election, national polls showed the presidential race locked in a virtual dead heat. A new NBC Wall Street Journal survey shows President Obama with a 1-point lead, while an ABC News Washington Post poll showed President Obama and Governor Mitt Romney tied at 48%. A Reuters poll on Sunday had Obama winning 48% of the vote and Romney 47%. As reported last week on Beyond Boundaries, the anticipated superstorm Sandy that was expected to make landfall did just that. While mainstream media has focused its attention on the damage and aftermath Sandy left behind in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area, the devastation in Cuba, where the storm first hit at a significantly stronger category hurricane, has gone largely unnoticed in the press. Perhaps the hostilities between the U.S. government and the Castro regime could be blamed, but ignoring this crisis speaks volumes on how oblivious Western media outlets are regarding other countries, and it is a downright shame. As Gary Pierre stated in The Guardian, part of the definition of news is proximity, and Western media companies rarely go out of their way to bring thoughtful, vivid human stories of places far away. Hurricane Sandy has devastated the city of Santiago de Cuba and caused severe damage in several towns in the east of the country. On Sunday, the Cuban government announced that 200,000 homes had been damaged by the hurricane. State phone company Atexa reported that some 1,400 telephone poles were knocked down by the storm. Tragically, at least 70 deaths were recorded in Cuba following Sandy, with bodies still being recovered throughout the city of Santiago de Cuba. Perhaps the one bright spot following the storm has been the various initiatives from ordinary Cuban citizens and other civil society groups that have collected goods in Havana the past several days and will distribute them at the end of the week to help alleviate the food shortages caused by Hurricane Sandy in the east of the country. Egypt's Coptic Church chose a new pope in an elaborate Sunday ceremony meant to invoke the will of God, in which a blindfolded boy drew the name of the next patriarch from a crystal chalice. The ceremony officially puts the spotlight on a man the Christian minority hopes will help make their voices heard as Egypt's civic life takes shape following the ousting of Hosni Mubarak last year. The rise of Islamic political parties after the revolution has sparked fears among Copts of persecution at home, despite President Morsi's repeated promises to be a president for all Egyptians and guarantees of equality for everyone within the nation. Egypt's Coptic community is estimated to make up about a tenth of Egypt's 83 million people. According to Reuters, Tawadros, who is from the province of Bahria, replaces Pope Shenouda III, who led the church for over 4 decades until he died in March at the age of 88. Thank you once again for joining us on Beyond Boundaries, where we bring you the news beyond all borders. See you next week. Please head to our website at wnymuslims.org, follow us on Twitter, and like us on our Facebook page.